Welcome friends once again to my new episode. Today we are going to cook Doodhi, what is called in English as white gourd. So for that I have taken two nice medium sized Doodhi. I have removed the skin and then cut it into small pieces and put it in water. Now, we are not going to throw the skin out. We will be using the skin and we shall make on the side another dish out of it. So this way we cut the skin and leave it aside. This is a typical Parsi style of cooking Doodhi. Now with the skin, as I said, we'll be making a separate dish on the side. For that I have got two medium sized, very finely chopped, thin in length onions. I've got two potatoes, very small and so thin cut. And normally we use prawns. Unfortunately I don't have prawns, so what I have done is I've sliced sausages, or you can slice your cold cuts and use it inside. While cooking Doodhi, if you have red Kashmiri full chilies, please go ahead and take two of them, cut them or break them into small, say about so much, small pieces, and add to it. So now we will start cooking with the Doodhi. As always, we take the pan and start throwing everything in it. First, fried onions, about 2 tablespoons, very little oil, about 1 tablespoon. Then we have ginger garlic paste, just throw it in. Then we have turmeric. We take 1 teaspoon. Then we take Garam Masala, 1 teaspoon. And as usual, the chili powder, I would take half, but if you like it spicy, go ahead and take as much as you want. Now, to this, we will be adding all the Doodhi in it. In this Doodhi, we should add salt to taste. Always use salt in the beginning little less, because salt could be added. And this time when we take sugar for the Doodhi, we take teaspoons, nice 4 teaspoons of sugar. Now we put it on the hot plate. Switch on the hot plate to full, and since I had put my tomato puree at the back, I forgot to show you that. This is about 2 tablespoons of tomato puree to give it a nice red color. We pour it in, add little water to it so that all the tomato puree goes in. And then for cooking, we have to use measuring cup, 2 cups of water, and mix this whole thing well. Cover it with a lid. Let it cook on a high flame for 10 minutes. Now, as I said, while this is cooking, on the side, we put a pan, switch on to high flame, add nice 2 tablespoons of oil, and this time we'll be using fresh onions because fresh onions are required. And always, as I mentioned, if you don't want to use fried onions in your dodhi, go ahead, take fresh onions, fry it in oil and then use it. We will fry these onions till they are not even pink, just glazed. At this point, to the onions, we add one teaspoon of jeera, cumin, a little haldi, about half teaspoon of haldi, and half a teaspoon of chili powder. If you want, you may go ahead and use more chili powder if you like your food to be nice and hot and spicy. Then we add all the skin of the doodhi or white gourd in it. At the same time, remove the water and add the potatoes to it. The sausage or ham or cold cut, whatever you have, will go in last. To this, add 1 teaspoon, small one, of sugar. This will be acting as a catalyzer and not sweetening it at all. And little salt to taste. Always use salt little less, then later on taste it, and if required, add salt. Salt could be added always later. Now, at this point, after mixing well with the masala, do not add any water. If at all you want to be on the safe side, 1 handful of water one can sprinkle. But otherwise, this whole thing, this whole dish is to be cooked in its oil. Cover it up. Put the flame to half And in the meantime, open the lid over here for the doodhi and turn the heat to half. Because if you go on high flame, everything will burn and doodhi will not be cooked. It has already started giving a nice color to the doodhi, and I can smell it really nice. Leave it open for about 5 minutes and then put the lid again. After 5 minutes, cover the lid. Always, after a little while, keep opening the lid and turn this to see that nothing sticks at the bottom. Now no water or steam will flow out since we have left it a little open. We got to check it again after say 5 minutes, 6 minutes. After some time, open the lid again, and now you can see it is practically done. This is the time when, if you have prawns, you add prawns to it, mix it well and cover it. But since I don't have prawns, I am using stripes of whole cuts and sausages in it. Mix this whole thing well and taste it before you put the lid on again, because sometimes the skin of the white gourd, that is doodhi, is little on the bitter side. So to cut that bitterness out, add a little more sugar to it. If you feel that that bitterness is still there, add a little more sugar. And once again, cover this up. In 5 minutes, this will be ready. Let's check the doodhi on the side. The doodhi is also cooking nicely. The gravy is reducing. And I don't like my doodhi to be mashed. I remember in school, we used to have doodhi. And on the day of doodhi, nobody wanted to eat their lunch. Because it was basic salt, pepper, little haldi. It used to be white in color and all mashed together. So I learned this, the Parsi way of cooking doodhi, from my mom. Still time, cover the lid but not completely and let it cook. So in the meantime, I have chopped fresh coriander for the skin and fresh coriander for the doodhi. This is 3 tablespoons of coriander for the doodhi, and for the skin I have taken 2 tablespoons. Open the lid. Oh, it's nice and well done. Add the coriander to it. Remember, wash your coriander very well, because in coriander there are a lot of germs and a lot of sand in it. Wash it, dry it a little, and then chop it. Do not use coriander without washing. So you see, this is almost finished. What we do, switch off the stove or the hot plate, what you are cooking on, cover the lid and leave it for a while. We go back to the Doodhi or Doodhi. Oh, this is nice. One requires a little bit of gravy. We will just reduce a little more. This is the time we put the coriander in. Mix well. It smells so nice. Can't wait to eat it. But today, since my daughter has come, I will be asking her to taste it for me. So leave this further to cook with the lid a little bit open, so that the remaining liquid evaporates. But go on cooking on a low flame. After some time, we remove the lid, turn this, see, oh yes, the doodhi is cooked, nice and soft, but still in pieces. This is the time when you switch off your stove or your hot plate. Now we have dished out the doodhi, which is finished, and the skin. The name of this dish, what you make from the skin, is called Puree. In olden times, our great grandmothers and our grandmothers and our mothers never used to throw out the skin. They used to make this Puree with potatoes and prawns. So Tanya, come here. Let's taste it. So, what would you like to taste first?
This.
Okay. And then you can change your spoon. Good?
Oh, it's hot.
Hot, yeah, it is very hot. Liked it?
Mm-hmm.
Dada can cook?
Then I can cook.
Taste the other one. Yeah, well taken. Yeah? Nice? Did you imagine?
It's very nice because it's
Did you imagine that the skin of the doodhi would taste that good?
No, let me try again. Let me try the skin.
Nice?
It's nice.
The bitterness is not in.
No,
Fantastic.
but it's quite spicy.
Yeah, it is spicy, in spite of using less chili. Well, thanks for watching my videos. Till we meet again, good cooking, goodbye, au revoir, and auf Wiedersehen.